Wait. Okay. Let me turn this down really fast. Okay. Hello everybody, Marshall629, Flash QM, back with another hit. And today, we are here with some more Final Fantasy XIV. Now, literally 2 hours ago, I believe, 2 hours ago, or just now, one of the two, 7.1 dropped. And as you can see, no one's in Ul'dah because everyone is off somewhere in Tuliyollal or Solution 9. I should have just generalized and said Serral. You get the point. Everyone's off far west to do the MSQ, and I'm about to join them. But I want to get a couple of things out of the way first regarding this patch so that I can lay it out for myself. So, today is Tuesday. I don't have anything to do, so I'm just going to be doing this full send, but I don't know how much I'm going to do. I could do just the MSQ, or I could also do the Alliance raid afterwards. I will decide as I go along, depending on how I feel, and depending on how long the MSQ takes me to finish. So, we have the new MSQ quest, and we also have the Final Fantasy XI Alliance raid. I, like many others, have never played Final Fantasy XI, but there is a Google document I have saved that has a bunch of contextual information about Final Fantasy XI in it. I read it, forgot majority of it, but I'm fairly certain it won't be too hard for me to pick up. I'll just need to read some stuff as I go along. So, without further ado, we are off to Tuliyollal, or Solution 9, I should just generalize it to Serral, to continue the story. Oh, what was that? Wait. Portrait update preview. Current gears and patches of portrait update. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright. 693, let's do it. Let's rock. Now, mind you, I'm going to assume this quest is in Tuliyollal and not Solution 9, and we're going to go Solution 9 afterwards. So let's do it. I miss Wuklamat, I miss Koana, I miss the Scions. It's only been like 3 months, but I'm attached. Here it is, a royal invitation. I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get right into it, team. I wonder how many people are going to be lined up here. Well, everyone's probably in the cutscene. Here we are. Bulwark is eager to hear how you have been getting on. Ah, it was a pleasure as always, Daria. Have you been able to relax lately? Wonderful. As busy as you have been with the right succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliyollal at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos as the body of Thai is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings that are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Brooke Evu, will look after you. Awesome. Here we are. Well, this is Wandering Minstrel. I'm not doing extreme content. You're insane. Now, if it isn't Daria, alone today, are you? At least for now. I see. You have a hankering for tacos and they're on that house. Consider it thanks for everything you've done for Tuliyollal. Go ahead and fight a team. I'll bring your meal as soon as it's ready. I also still have not done the role quest, mainly because I really can't bring myself to care, even though I probably should. I'll get to them eventually. Maybe. Yeah, I would destroy those. Look at my girl. You still love tacos, I hope. You had so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards, remember that? Daria. No, not really. It was 30 years ago for me. Right. Sorry, it's so strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirts you saw for Yasunani. Oh. And now you're a man grown with a full face of hair. So this guy was stuck in the dome. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family and you can always rely on me. Relying. Feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I could even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electro. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless. The culinarian can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me. God, I never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children. I was thinking of having them join me once things would settle, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. Hi! Hi, welcome on! Hi, welcome on! That's my favorite. That's my girl, I love her. I didn't meet her over here, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life until you'll, Val Wukomat. That's my girl, I love her so much. To aid folk like yourself, establish a support group with a wing of reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know. I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's my girl. I love Wukomat so much. She makes me so happy. I'll tell you what I need. I'll definitely see this group out. I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, look who it is. I just want to go and find you, Daria. You don't mind the company, I hope. I can use a bite to eat myself. Jesus. Ah, the tacos here never disappoint. What's up? What have you been up to lately? I'm making a name for myself at the Arcadion. What else? You're fighting in the arena in Alexandria. I face an often tough opponent and rage you've honed your skills even further. As for myself, I've been kept busy with duties at the palace. Whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to people. That way, I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kawanda to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Kawanda and I have something to discuss with you, as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Great, I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you've finished here. I understand that Wukomat is not very popular, but I love her. Me personally. That girl is my favorite girl. Naturally, no, that's still Cryo. I remember while I was going through Dawn Trail, I was making the very bold claim that she's my new favorite character in the whole game. But that was just me talking in the moment. She's like number 5, I'd say. No, I think I like Kawanda a little more, but like the smallest smidgen more. They're both the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says, they're both the GOAT. They act like two goats cannot coexist, and they can, very clearly. Where's Aaronville? It seems Kawanda's gone somewhere. Sorry. Mr. Daria, it's always an honor. Without Kawanda stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you with him before long. There are my goats right there. He's gonna be voice acted. Never mind. Oh, you're all here too. Valkawana summoned us, though truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hanish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were of course happy to oblige him. Carl and I were likewise summoned, otherwise we've been carrying on with our work compiling information on the Golden City. You know, the place we've already been. My grandfather embarked on this investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Daria's 24, which means that she was 4 years old when Galuf went to living memory. Lest you wonder, Thangred and Ryanji have left to resume their tour of Tyrol. Ishtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kawanda's permission to investigate living memory. So is she in living memory? By the way, she mentioned we need to take a look at the key to keep it at some point. We shouldn't leave her alone in a place like that. If the look she had in her eyes is any indication, I suggest you brace yourself when she comes calling. You'd like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Estinian, we never know where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. Yeah. Hi, goat. Well, goat number 2. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully your present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter of which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen's Fiend. King Golul John and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yassilani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They are being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends are to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she is nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. I know the real Sphene has been dead for centuries, but you think we'll ever meet her? Because this is a Final Fantasy game after all. Indeed, the funeral will give Alexandrians a chance to come together to express their grief that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but decided to go, not only to be there for Golul John, but to put this chapter behind us. But I requested your presence as none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You know Sphene as well. You knew Sphene as well, after all. Sometimes I wonder if there wasn't another way. You and me both. We made our choices and are responsible for what comes of them. As Val, I'll attend the funeral in official capacity. I owe it to the Alexandrian people to bear witness to their grief. I'd like it if you could be there to watch over everything, like you did all through the rite of succession. I feel like when it comes to Sphene, the Warrior of Light thinks of her the same way we think of him itself. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of their reason, the fact remains we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. G'raha wasn't here for until the last 20 quests of the expansion. Why would he show up? If anything, wait, who else came with us to Tuliyola? Because G'raha came late. It was Alphino, Alize, Kryl, Wukoma, and Aaronville. Yeah. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was to her people and to others, so let us stand with you. Well, she tried to kill me, so I don't know if... In all fairness, I mean, in society, let's head to Solution 9 and look for Golul John in the back room. I will take any excuse to go to Solution 9. It's my new favorite place in the entire game. I can't wait to spend 2 years gearing up there. Bro? Here we go. Crossroads. There's a bit of gold on the C, a bit of darkness on the S, and a crystal under the A. That's probably something for Tuliyola, Solution 9, and the Alliance raid. Though I too would ideally attend the funeral, given the circumstances, I think it is best that Lamity represents us. Besides, I need to be on hand to oversee the city's repairs, which is taking longer than expected. When that work is complete, we'll finally look into installing new thrones. But to have Father's throne here still makes me feel he is close by. I'm quite happy for it to remain for a while. I really like this song, but I don't know the name of it. I'm gonna take a picture. Like, you should have never gave me photo mode, bruh. Alright. I'm gonna walk out slowly so I can experience the song in its fullest. Because I love this track, I just don't know the name of it. Let me hear the horns, bro. Man, we fought that man here. I miss Google Jaja, what a goat. Alright. Let me look at this map art. Is this Tuliyola, I believe? Oh, here's Tuliyola. Okay, all of this is Taral. That's Valgarmonda right there. Sick. Any other beasties? There's one here. I'm assuming this is the thing we hunt in the Viper quest, which I haven't finished yet. This is Yaktel. Okay, yeah, okay, this is Yaktel. This is Tuliyola. Here's Shaloni. Here is Solution 9. Okay. Dude, I love looking at the fucking world art on 14, bro. This stuff is so sick. Charlie over there. Giovannia. You can see the big building, like where Ishgard starts, going into it. You can see the shroud, Oda. Oh, no, I said Oda. That's Gridania. That's Alamigo Castle. Here's the Aft Castle and the rest of Lenosha. That's Oda. And then over here, this is Favnir. And then up, the remnants of Garlemald. Further out, right there, that's fucking, what's it called? And it's not actually the Sea of Stars. It's fucking, I can't remember the name. Oh, sorry. Bangers. Okay. Don't look at the map. I'm being autistic. I'm sure it's very obvious, but a majority of my... Okay, here's the thing. This expansion was very, very divisive. However, I can say with full certainty that 70% of my enjoyment of Dawntrail went entirely into the existence of Solution 9. You have this super urban, grounded, naturistic, like, expansion that's built off of the idea of moving on and grief and all this super deep existential shit. And you're building all of it off of this one giant, like, that's a squirrel, off of this giant, like, tribal-esque town. I don't know how to describe Taral. I'm 1000% getting it wrong. Okay, all I'm saying is that you build the entire expansion around Tuliyola, and then you switch gears into this crazy, giant, cyberpunk Final Fantasy XI. Solution 9 is such a departure from everything that this expansion could have prepared me for that I was so ready to get to it and just experience the mysteries of it, to the point where I became obsessed. The idea of this place and the expansion it's a part of fueled everything that I was experiencing when it came to Dawntrail. Because the whole time I was like, okay, we're gonna get to Solution 9, figure stuff out. We're gonna get to Solution 9, figure stuff out. Everything that this expansion had to offer in terms of story and mystery was built entirely around the existence of Solution 9. And as a result of that, my interest was through the roof. Completely through the roof. This place is incredible. I cried entering here. Y'all saw? Sorry, I'm not making any sense with my rambling. I love this place. This place means so much to me. Glad to the invitation reach you. As you may have heard, we were able to find data on forgotten funeral customs amidst old records. It appears to have been preserved by those who ruled the loss of culture due to the proliferation of regulators. We're grateful for their foresight. It's good of you to come. We're expecting a large attendance for the funeral. The venue isn't like to hold everyone at once, but the altar will remain for those who couldn't be present during the ceremony. We ourselves plan to go and pay our respects afterwards. Hey, you ever heard of the Rodina Consortium? Absolutely can't stand that lot, let me tell you. You already told me about that. Hello, Gluja. Ah, he came for the funeral. Of course, I'm the only one who will officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So, how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale's always teaching me new things. Recently, I learned about Everkeep systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I brought you two out chocolate. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Mother T. And thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's a custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? Oh. Okay. That's good. Wu Jaja can add to the Unnamed Codex, to Raw, and the right of succession. Although I've been in the back room before, there was no time to see the sights. I should like to take a closer look at the equipment. Papa always said he didn't want a somber funeral, so he celebrated his life together with our victory. I'm sure he would have loved it. I like to think he was watching us from the world beyond, filling his cup every time we filled our own. For the people who had taken it themselves to organize and hold the funeral, it speaks to their enduring love for Sphene. From a group that plods under my tyrant king from the shadows to one that aids their fellow citizens in the open, oblivion is coming a long way. It's a relief to see that Goloja is doing well. He didn't do too much for one so young. He really has. Yeah, please. The flowers are being handed out at Practice Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man who would like to speak with Gosan. He was apparently Sphene's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. It's good, by the way, if you're wondering. Where have I heard that before? Experiment 626. Why, I'm Valu Kamatilioa. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sphene's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gosan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administrating affairs of state. Do we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out the counter yonder are alongside the regulators. What? These were regulators for the funeral? Ah, rest assured they're no requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people of the Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested they might wear regularly depicted the same color. We are able to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is to remember Queen's fee. Remember her and her kindness, you make an offering for your flower. I will. Proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place in order to have. Please take your place and have your flower. Wow.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Simply leaving Alexandria won't solve all their problems, I fear. The problem runs deeper than that. It seems a good place to continue our conversation. Seeing that child reminded me of myself of how hard it was for me to accept that grandfather was gone. That sadness is what gave me the strength to come this far, and I would never choose to forget it. Never. Help the altar and provide comfort to those who need it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. Hey Goloja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamuja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erasing people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too inside the dome. There can't be another way about it. I'm fairly certain we already know who his mom is, because we saw her in the trailer. I think so. Even if it makes you feel sad, I want to know her. So I'm going to try looking again. If I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. I'll help you. I like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright. Thank you, everyone. Search for the past. Assuming neither memories nor records of Goloja's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Daria, if you could make inquiries outside the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. I'm 99% certain Goloja's mom is the Mamuja lady that helped us win over Yaktel. Because not only was it pretty much shown in the trailer that it is her, but I can't think of any other important female Mamuja who are already in the story unless you get a completely new character. So. I have no interest in flying here. I don't like Heritage Found. I'm just rock, bro. I'm gonna ride the wave. Like, sure, I probably should fly here, but I really don't like this place. Not one bit. It's just so boring. It's so big, and there's nothing here. It's just monsters and thunder and bullshit. I don't like Heritage Found. And it's right outside the best area in the game, so what's the point of even, like... I can just go to Solution 9 if I want to go anywhere like this. Hell, I can probably go to that one place in Gridania where Ramu was. Well, it is, considering he'll just get summoned back. I don't know why I thought like he's never going to come back. There are beast tribes in this game. You're looking for a Mamuja woman. Oh, Goloja's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zoraja and the one my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, Zoraja had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zoraja assembled a party of warriors, and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. That shit is not what happened. What happened is Baku Jaja freed Valagarmanda, and then myself, Rukuma, and the rest of the Scions went to go fight him. Zoraja was literally the last person to show up to help. That is not what happened whatsoever. Your exchange with the fresh-faced Nawata taught you about a battle with a Turavidra. Yeah, I was there. This was like two months ago. It's about age. Okay. There's gotta be an older individual here that will give me the answer I'm looking for. Man, why can't we have this animation leaning against a wall and talking? Really now. Maybe the next person won't show up until I talk to this one, which would be an egregious change. Let's check the weather. Not like I'm gonna go anywhere right now, but rain in Limsa all over. Dear fuck. The Wolves Den looks like a nightmare right now. Gridania has actual good weather. Of course, rain in Camp Drybone, as always. Foggy in the rest of Athanaland. Thundering in Ralgar's Reach. Most normal Garabanian weather. Rain in Yoctel? Can the rain even get into Yoctel? I'm thinking of the underground area of Yoctel. Rain in the Crystarium, rain in Lakeland. It's raining all over. It's November. Why is there rain in Charlia? I'm gonna check out some of these places before I go to the next area. I want to see the rain in Crystarium. I want to see what... we're gonna go Yoctel anyway, so I'll hold off there. It always rains in fucking Camp Drybone. Rain in Limsa is new. It never rains in Limsa, despite there being water everywhere in that place. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamu job woman living in these parts, much less one could Zeralja. I might have better luck talking to the people over at Tondawantan and live by the north of Everkeep in a place called Uwawada. The Brazilians sung won their loyalty when they saved them from some crisis or another, so the story goes. If I remember correctly, the chief's name is Kanaloka. In exchange, the middle age of Wanda has taught you about Zeralja's devoted. You cannot pay me to fly here. Dude, Heritage Fountain sucks so much. This place is so lame. I'm shitting on... Wait. I'm shitting on the outskirts as if that's the entirety of Heritage Found. I don't mean this little part of Heritage Found. I mean this of Heritage Found. All the rest of it. Lame. Dehydrated lavender. You used to be a Rogadin. I know you race changed, but you used to be a Rogadin. Chatty Chitona. I like that Final Fantasy when I'm really triple, it's cute. Marble Job Woman. The people that have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw her would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She's among the entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they will return to y'all after the mission. But if any remembered, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. We changed the Chatty Chitona to be about a Marble Job Woman. Okay. Give me a moment, Shale. I'm gonna go look at the rain in Limsa. Let me deviate from the mission for a little bit so I can get the autism out of me. It's 2 AM Eorzean. That's why it feels so weird. Medion. There's no, like, real weather in Solution 9. It's just always kind of daytime, so I'm not used to this. Man. Charlotte Kate, wow. Charlotte Kate argued with my ex all the time. Yeah. Yeah, man. I look at Limsa, especially when it's raining. I think of my Lalafell boy, Anira, because he's from here. So I directly associate Limsa as a location with Aniro and Gridania with Daria, because Daria was born in Gridania too. Well, she wasn't born in the city. She was born in the 12's Wood. I'm rambling about OC lore. Let me be autistic. Are you okay? She's probably at work. Like the player's probably at work. Or Medion, I don't know. Maybe Medion works in 9 to 5. If this stream ever somehow gets enough reach, someone is going to draw Medion working in 9 to 5. I apologize forthwith. Seriously unserious. I felt that. Love that adventure to play. It's like Virgil-esque. Where else was it raining? Fucking Camp Drybone, as per usual. This is the only place it ever rains in Fanaland, and I don't know why. There is an everlasting downpour here, and it's never anywhere else in Fanaland. It's never like over the actual city of Oldai. It's always just Camp Drybone. It's always this specific part of Eastern Fanaland, and I don't understand why. That being said, all the rain has given me a lot of, like, appreciation for this place, even though it's kind of hard to see. I mean, now I can cross this bridge right here, High Bridge. I love High Bridge. It's just a random bridge shop settlement, but it feels really nice to just be around. There's very, very specific parts of 14's world that I'm very, very attached to for no reason. Like, I could spend hours in High Bridge just chilling here. I can't think of anything else right now, but you get the point. It was raining in the Crystarium. We're in the glass. Yep, here we are. I miss Shadowbringers, even though that was like 2 years ago when I first played it. It really wasn't that long ago, but man. All over. What did Western Lenosha do to deserve a gale storm wind? There's a difference here too between rain and showers. Eastern Fanaland is going through showers. This is just normal rain. I'm gonna go to Yachtel in a bit, so I'm gonna hold off my experience of looking at the rain there for that, for the MSQ. Kazamauka. Yeah, Lakeland's a nightmare right now. I'm gonna check out some other parts of, what is... Hold on. Costa del Sol. Speaking of that, I'm going to talk about something really fast. I will never understand people who hang out at Costa del Sol while it's raining. I'm just taking this opportunity to run around and look at some places while it rains there, but I will never, under any circumstances, ever understand people who just sit in Costa del Sol during the rain. That place is built exclusively for July all the way up through August, and you're just hanging around there during spring shower season? Fucking freak. It's a downpour happening right now on the beach, and your idea of a vacation is sitting on a lawn chair with a cool drink in your hand, being swept away by Leviathan's fury as it pours down from the skies above. I will never understand people who will just sit in, because this has happened. It sounds like I'm straw manning a random incident, but I swear to God, I've been playing this game for 4 years. I have seen people just sit in Costa del Sol in the rain, like it's a normal summer area, like it's a normal summer's day, when the weather is not that. And what's crazy is that this will be people who are in full summer gear, like full summer glamours, and it's like 9:30 at night in real time, pouring showers in Costa del Sol. I've gone to Costa del Sol for like side quest stuff, and I've seen people just standing there in beach gear, and I'm like, it's pouring rain, go home, gangster. Anyways, I just wanted to ramble so I could stay here long enough to hear the vocals to this version of Forever and for I forgot the name of the track, but alright, Eastern Winotia. Wine Port, sure. Fuck Coastal Soul. This will be the last. Nope. Coastal Souls, that won't feel good. Outer Winotia, yeah. Camp Overlook. This place isn't bad. I prefer Bronze Lake, but yeah. This will be the last place I check out for the sake of seeing it rain. And then I'll go back to the proper MSQ. And then we will go to Yaktel. Behind me right there is the Machinist Quest, which I have not done. I should, but I don't want to. Back to Solution 9. Okay. Sorry for that detour. I literally just wanted to go to different places and look at the rain, because I really like rain, especially in this game. And I needed the opportunity to get some things about Costa del Sol's, certain Costa del Sol goers off my chest. Because there's just certain people in this game who drive me up a wall. Guys who I'll meet once and then never see again, who just have like serial killer tendencies. Most 14 players are serial killers, so let's get that out of the way. Gulajah has told me all. We previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. I think we know who his mom is already, because the trailer spoiled it. So he spoke with quite a few different people as well. To combine all our findings to conclusions I might draw. I know who it is. So, Zaralja brought a retinue of Lance Guard to Yalsalani, among whom was a female Mamuja. His mission was to rid the region of a Taral withdrawal, and I believe it's safe to say that that was the crisis in Wuwada he resolved. Okay, so it wasn't ours, it was a different one. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers' recovery efforts, they could have indeed gone tracking the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Uwalada. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zaralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his multiple followers would be ideal, and if this Mamuja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see. What could Zaralja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. Well, I can, but... In order to retrace Zaralja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Orogenics. He said that, approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside of Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard is believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we can learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So, if we look into transportation records... There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts to obfuscation, but large deliveries being made to Iwata, far too large for a mere village. That's a good reaction image right there. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's like the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers me, I managed to figure all this out. Give me a moment. Alright, we back. It's amazing. Even though no one remembers her, he managed to figure all of this out. Look at his little smile. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. That's a quote. And even should memories fade, footprints are made to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. Thanks, Crystal Exarch. Why'd you look at me like that? So we'll be investigating the secret facility in Wuwada then. And this time I want you to come along, Gulja. Wuwada is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs. Alright, thank you, Shell. Whatever that means. Gulja's so cute, but so sad. I can't think about how much I like him to protect this kid without thinking about how much of a dickhead his dad was. His grandfather was cool, though. Me and him fought one time. I miss Ghoul Jaja. Eh, not really. I don't miss him too much. I know Estinian misses him. It's faster than moving on foot. I hope. Move. Damn it. Fuck me. No, yeah, we get marginally further just moving on foot. You know who I miss? Otis. What a goat, bruh. This is back to the group led by that blind lady we spoke to. Also, I'm very excited about this new PvP season. There's this crystalline conflict. Everybody seems to hate the new gear, but personally, I think it would work really well for a Gunbreaker glam, so I'm gonna rock with that. Yeah, okay, alright. That was it. So, the hover cargo will take us across the lake. We've never been over there before. It's still inside the domes. Don't expect it'll be too different. So I don't expect it'll be too different from here. Likely kind of dangerous beast. The rest of us will go first. You follow me to take the do so, alright? Alright, be careful, everyone. Oh! I didn't think this was gonna be a dungeon. I thought we were just gonna go over to an area and then walk around. I was not under the impression this would be a dungeon. Do I want to run this with NPCs or players? I'm gonna be doing the alliance raid with players, so I'll run it with NPCs. Well, hold on, let me get a look at the place first. Okay. Well, wait. Let me wait and see how quickly I can find a queue for this. I'll wait like 30 seconds and then pop it in. If I get with players, I get with players. I'll move faster regardless. Excuse me. I'll give it a minute. 60 seconds, fast day. That being said, a lot of people do have work today. What eye level is this dungeon? $690? Jesus Lord! Okay. Alright. Damn. What eye level was Alexandria? Huh. Went up 20 points, dog? Am I gonna have a high enough eye level for the Alliance raid? Well, I'll get higher level gear from this. I need another piece of 700 gear. Neo Kingdom. This is from... I got this stuff from Arcadion. This gear is all class gear, but I got these earrings from Arcadion. What do I have on me? $13.50. Can you tell that I don't do dailies? Alright. I'm gonna give it to 3 minutes 30 seconds. If I can't find anyone there, then I will do this with NPCs. Wow, this is directly in front of Orogenics. More seconds. Oh, here we are. Okay, bet. Let's rock. I can always run this back with NPCs if I ever want to, which I probably will. Maybe not. I always say that, but... Here we are. Gulja, you should not be this close. Real. Hey, hey, hey. Alright. Close enough. I remember how I played this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are, here we are. Yes sir, give it to me. Alright. I should turn this down. Well, a little bigger for me. I'd pop this. Wait, let me wait. I'm proccing things that I can't use, because by the time I pop them, all the enemies are dead. Okay. It's been 30 seconds of hail. Windbloom Zagnal? Oh no. This thing's from Alexandria's enemy kingdom. Are we cooked? I don't know if it's just me, but I really hope this isn't too loud. Raw Electro. They have their own gauges. That's sick. Keep swinging. I don't know why you'll stop. Woo. Wow, that hurt. I expected myself to server take that, dog. Fuck. We're good. Casting can't use it. I'm gonna run this again with NPCs so I can get the gear. I should just start doing that, just running stuff with NPCs, see if I can grind for the gear. What kind of research do they do here? Ooh, lore! They kind of look a corpus. That perhaps is worth pursuing. Okay, so they were like pushing to break the boundaries for a lot of things that should not have been fucked with in here. I remember this place from the trailer. So Zoraal was like, yeah, what if we just like took every living thing to get our hands on and push it to the very limit of its power. And at the same time, tear away each bit of humanity it has. He's the last one to care about humanity. Ah, fuck me. My Gunbreaker's not 100 yet. Rotten researchers. See? Giant corpse. We're fighting zombies that Zoraal was putting to research. What? Giant course? With no P at the end? Okay. Whatever you say. Give me that. Surrender your souls to King Zoraal. We got the aiming gear. Not very good. I rolled a 9 on it. I'm gonna have to run this game if I'm gonna do the MSQ. There's no way that's not 6. No way that's not 700. No, to run the Alliance rig, I'm sorry. Are we cooked? Okay. Cool. Oh! I didn't know what happened, gang. I was like, huh? What? Damn. I guess it was my 700 gear. I'm gonna have to run this again if I want a chance of doing the MSQ. Sorry, I'm gonna have to run this again if I want a chance at doing the Alliance raid. I'm fairly certain the Alliance raid is 700. Can we mechanic skip? We'll have to see. I'm scared. Of course, they named his tank buster Dark Souls. What the fuck? Honestly, putting shits on right now. Ooh, this looks nice actually. Probably for a different clan. Dead Space is not my dungeon beacon. Fucking love that. I have to remember that I'm a ranged DPS. I can do stuff like this from afar. What the f- That roar? Oh dear. There is something in there that we should be fearing. We have ahead. Was it Titan? Oh. It's a rat! Draw. Ulipiati. It's a giant rat. I think it's less of a rabbit. This is what Zaralja had to fight 20 years ago? I think I've seen this bunny in Monty Python. I'm too young to know. Awesome. Somebody here's already run this. It's hard not to. I must say, as much as I appreciate the, you know, earring, I would love to get a ring that's not 690. Okay. I think the reason that I get so close when it comes to fighting things as Dancer is because I don't trust that at a range my attacks will always hit. Or maybe the closer I get, the more damage they'll do. I don't know. Damn. Cook the shit out of me. Eek! What the fuck? Where am I supposed to be going? Did I move too slow or something? I see. What do we do? Woo! Hell on earth! Slug's gonna kill me anyways. This is fucked. This is fucked. I can't see anything. Because I don't trust I'll have enough time to do certain mechanics by just walking. Sure, I have the sprint button, but who's to say I won't just end up falling up, running into that hole? That was fucked. That was awful. What do you mean you love that fight? Is the hole still there? Oh dear. Where's the team? Okay. Tyrant of Tyrell, truly famed description. Gear for me? Nope. I like your enthusiasm. How the earth shake all the way from the cliff. I did it. Somehow. Damn. He really is just like me. The fucked up, sopping
For all the
wet
talk
beast.
of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tyrell Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tyrell Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project, or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliolal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Are you all right?
Teishalja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Upiko women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishalja there.
That's where we're going next, then.
So I was wrong. Frankly speaking. I take a screenshot here because might be the only chance I get to take it. That you should be able to peer into the Tarova Jaw's past. I wonder what that implies for the beast's consciousness while it was sealed away. Now that the dangers behind it starts thinking just unsettling that what this place is. Hard to believe it used to be a village. The villagers were likely monitoring the imprisoned Tarova Jaw at Zaraja's behest, and at some point became involved in the research of souls. It seems that kind of Loco was in charge here. From your recounting, he was quite dedicated to Zaraja. Teishalja, as her name was. I wonder what her story is. I wish I could see into the past like you, and I could see people who are gone. But there aren't any other Umoja women here. For a long time I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Toyola and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Excuse me. Among the abandoned. All I've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it that may matter for this greater insight into what came of it. Let's take a look around for information as well as the way of the upper level. What happened to the people here? Did they all leave? Did we already meet them? Wow. far from guaranteed. Even in the best case, they would cease to be men. So the devotion is around just so absolute. Wonder what Big Luke would make of this research into transferring souls. Big Luke. We'll take that with us back to the first when we get there. The researchers likely move between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find a key among the belongings. It makes me angry to think about what they did here. Open, I don't think it'll yield to our shoulders either. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way to find the key. The lift can be seen behind the iron gate. A series that appears to be what likely resist attempts to force it open. The security panels nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the door. Jesus Lord. This place is fucked. Recruiting volunteers for the new experiment. No, I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write good, yes? I'm good, very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today, bit offhand a feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry, always hungry. Cannot control eat. I must eat, am eater, must eat. You find nothing that resembles a verification key. Perhaps you could search somewhere else. Supplies to the staff nearly are mentioned in the cabinet. One of the various items is a manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. Dig deeper into the verification key. Perhaps can be used to open the iron gate. This place is fucked. Look at this. Still have people in here. I think he's dead. They still have a number of people in here. Found the key? Great, I'll call the others. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. Observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Algermonda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely for a blessing you managed to fell that beast before it could cause harm. Alright then, let's see if we can find some clues about Gul'Wujah's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by including the name Tishalja. About the live results, I was going to say the same thing. Tishalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Lots. It sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted. Even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Let us take it with us to the background and have Shale analyze it. How are we going to take it? Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. Oh, okay. I guess he just had that. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. It seems safe to say my brother returned to you a lot for the Taralva Draw. He wanted its power, no matter the cost. Glad we could find what we sought in that abandoned facility. Caluswa is really good at driving the hover cargo. I wonder if I can learn how to drive them too. I admit, the Taralva Draw gave me a fright at first, but then I remembered who fell the mighty of Algermonda. I'll not soon forget our visit to that facility. It was a troubling reminder of the bravery that can arise from the belief that souls are simply a resource to be exploited. Let me screenshot that. That goes back to some Arcadian stuff. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. First things first, let's deliver the data to Shale. Who are the authorities in this case? The people of Solution 9? We're talking decades old data. This stuff is more than likely super outdated. My fault. I instinctively went to the Nexus arcade. Wrong place. Sorry, I moved too fast. Gul'Wujah had no trouble keeping up during the outing. He really is his father's son. Having now spent some time in these harsh environments, I feel I have a better understanding of how much of a studying process speed was to our people. You found information on Gul'Wujah's mother. You lied never ceased to amaze. From what I can see, things haven't changed much since the funeral. People are still listless like before. It's been like an hour since the funeral. I've been thinking it may behoove us to learn how to use the various devices found by Alexandria better late than never after all. The data will be in good hands with Shale. Sheila gave me the storage device before we left. She said that we probably needed it. We did. Welcome back. Google Drive's already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data off, which is encrypted, so they tell me to process everything. In that case, Alice and I may take ourselves around the city and check with the people. My mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help. We'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. See you again soon. Got into the head, so Alice isn't wrong. The out there is still grim. So the Terrell remember a time before they were dependent on the soul system, but even there it's seldom wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason too. The journey home being an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk in believing for Terrell, ones with no elders to care for. Where if that problem has reached us to Loyola, my brother is doing all he can to see the Zok-Terrell Railroad restored to operation so that people may come and go more freely. Fortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kawana seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. Back to Shaloni. To Shaloni Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kawana informed. Raha and I will keep an eye on things here in your absence. I'd be astonished able to restore railroad service so quickly. Welcome news and I obliterated it to wish would be done. Let us know if there's good news concerning the railroad. We can disseminate it through our network and hopefully put some mind at ease. Where is Aaronville? Speaking of Shaloni, where has he been this whole time? I can find Shaloni. Cause I actually like this place. Unlike bitch ass, boring ass Heritage found. No. Operation is still suspended, but we're trying to remain optimistic. It's good to see you looking well yourselves. I filled Kawana in. He asked me to continue to support the Alexandrians as best we can. Valve resolved. Daria Lethos to boot. What can I do for you? That's my wake-up alarm. I'm going to take this opportunity to take my pill. Pill taken. Wait, what's up? Alright. We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Raw that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, Vavriz is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Ah, Scratched on his way. Wait, so if... Oh! What'd they do to him? Oh, no! Aaronville, no! Who let him out the house in this? Okay, well, I took a screenshot. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's definitely more like Terral Tula Yolal-ish than what they had him wearing in Charlia. But goodness, I'm not used to him not wearing sleeves. And there's different shades of green all over the same outfit. Oh, hell nah. Dude, why are his pants the same color as his skin? I'm about to crash the fuck. What do I say? I don't want to remind him of his mother. Looking good at Aaronville. That's a lie, but... As the guild ship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of more befitting attire. Don't ask why I know how to do Aaronville's accent. You hear about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Don Booth was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assisted its replacement. Speaking of which, I received Labatier explained the urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but were having difficulty pulling her to the station, a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer again to the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back to our original problem: how to run the railroad without saying the inhabitants and that. I'm not even gonna try. That is, the Ronique. Though the Hetsato that follow them are none too pleased about the Hetzel being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I devised to quieten the railroad should address the complaint, but a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose you can't just blow the whistle at them or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Were the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted once the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Village Song for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in the matter, and I would hear that what the Hetzer have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting the leader, Lecto. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetzer encampment if you like. Oh, wait! He has a little fucking... Wait! Oh, that's sad. Aaronville has a little, like... keychain of Kiwa's, like, Solution 9 machine. That's cute, but so sad. Has a lantern. He has the look of Kiwa. I'm glad he didn't get rid of the bag. I'm private to the Hetzer. I was also in railroad business. Really do not take us for train enthusiasts. Oh, nah. What did they do to my goat? I just can't believe they cut my goat. Like, this is absolutely outrageous. Give me a second, I'm fiending. I'm not used to Aaronville not being a gleaner. I got so used to him using that knowledge to collect stuff around the world. Now he just kind of exists. I hope they give him something to do. I really hope that Aaronville's arc in Dawn Trail isn't the end of him as a character, and like his involvement in the story. They need to give him something to do. Give me a second. They really washed my goat's fit, bro. He had the perfect outfit for a whole one expansion. I say one because I don't know if I can exactly count Endwalker. Alright. Also, I was gonna say this earlier before I got caught off guard by Aaronville's new outfit. Why did Koana send a message giving us good luck with the train if he was just going to show up himself. As committed as the Hetsar are to tradition, they are amenable to the unfamiliar, or so I am told. Let's go on, a valid reason, is it not? I can scarce believe it. Cut my ear out. What happened? Vow of resolve, vow of reason, I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way in Mewitsong? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns a matter of the Zoctual Railroad. You too have known there are unique links that they change your behavior, then? My son, Geppetto, has been looking into this matter. Geppetto? Normally, we'd expect the Ronique to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in I'm not going to try and Watanane. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. And any true Hitsaro would, I would suppose. I was made of some minds. I am of Hitsaro descent. My parents traveled through Ronique as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a baby, see, during such migration. Limiting sacrifice necessitated by nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. Daria, why are you so surprised? He told us about this. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper to all his markets, and that is where the Dawn Servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace for some time when Lama T came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents, only the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. She didn't get cast aside, she was let go because if she stayed around in Yoctel, she'd get attacked. In Yoctel, she'd probably get attacked. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsar willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. It must have been some exceptional circumstance. Are we ever going to find out more about Kawana's parents? I want to learn more. I want to know exactly why they left him. You think they're a part of preservation? You think they went to Lindblum? Sorry. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. So I want to know, personally. At least why they did it. This is often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hetsar way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless seem to repeat past mistakes, and to refuse to learn of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Ronique, what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. You'd be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetsar culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. And so, in order more of the Ronique, I'll have a look around the plains, and perhaps in the process of finding the answers we seek. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. You have no idea. I am not the most experienced, I am ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask who can help. We'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let's be back here later, sure what we've learned. Oh. Huh. I was about to say, why don't they have us have flutes for like bard instruments? And I remembered they do. I'm afraid I finished my task for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, I'm going to tell you a bit about our migration customs. If you're here, you're likely already know that the Ronique are our guides, who will travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hitzaru must also part with half our number. That's why they left behind Erinville. Not Erinville, Koana. You may think it a strange and stressful custom, but over the years I have seen as a new land brought on horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of the Hetzo. That's why they left behind Koana, because the herd of Hetzo that were leading the Hetzaru onwards split into two. So Koana's parents went with one herd, and Koana himself went with a different herd. Fuck. That's some strong Sprite. Okay. Yeah, that's why. That's at least more than likely, that's why Koana's parents left him. The horde of Ronique split off into two. One went with Koana's parents, and the other went with Koana. Knowing about the Hetzaru way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I write them myself. Ahem. Our Hetzo provides us with something that we use in medicines. Medicines, poultices, and soap to drive away pests, and to assist in their fires. What is it? Is it dung? Again? God damn it, it sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for Ronique chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. When there is a need, our heads will always provide. Don't say it like that. These people are like... The Hetzaru are a significantly more organized version of all the Aura tribes in the steppe. Like, it's a land of people who actually get along. Because no one in the steppe likes each other, as far as my knowledge of Stormblood goes, at least before we got there. You here to help? Well then, why don't I show you how to care for our Ronique's coat? Go ahead and run your fingers through it, gently now. As you stroke the Ronique's coat, you know that many portions are shaggy and tangled. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You need the right tool for the job, mind you. I'll come with the type you're used to and just get lost with tangle like it's not. Ah, Chappelle sent the Ronique brush with you, did he? I like him. Now, just run you through a little patch at a time, gently. I've always really liked Shaloni's night team. You dutifully brush the Ronique until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much tidier now. The same can be said for your clothes, which required a new coat of fur. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. After admiring your work, you try and feel a brush of fur off of yourself. The Ronique preens. That stuff like that is the charm that this game comes with. The smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, but at least an adventurous Chitona. I have to wonder how Valkoanda is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us is sincere. Ah, there he is now. Covered in hair, probably. Well, fur. apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? I told my father on the Ronique, but didn't produce what we need. I feel like neither of these are wrong, but I've learned from different perspectives. I don't want to say their lives revolve around the Ronique, because they didn't make all of this themselves. Well, the Ronique didn't make all of this, like the tents and the fires and all that. That was the Hetsara. But then again, the Ronique have been sending them all these different places, which have allowed them to set up shop. I feel like there's not a wrong answer here. Yes, I feel the truth of this myself. While I was to leave my fate to the whims of the head, so rather than tread man-made paths, I arrived where I was meant to be all the same. Mine is not the only way, though at times like the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. Wow. My parents had a duty to the Ronique, as they did to me, so I wonder if them leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. Me and Kawana have the same colored eyes. Well, not me and Kawana, Daria and Kawana. Both their eyes are purple. I have no way to know, of course. Regardless, there's no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Teral, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. What a guy, man. I fucking love Kawana, dude. Such a goat. Him and his sister. Zarja's okay. I'm glad to hear that about Kawana. You're welcome to money or hurt anytime. I really like this section with the Hetsar. I'm really liking this. The warmth of family. This one's gonna be sad, isn't it? There was a good screenshot of him petting it. Kawana, how'd it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetso. They nourish the Hetsaro as they grow, and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beast to be tamed. Moreover, Ronique are sensitive. When we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must never be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hetsara would never cage them, and neither should we. To control the migratory patterns or capture those who want them too close to the track is out of question. It is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronique's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of ceratopters, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetsara would have surely put two and two together with no cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Something like a normal large animal wouldn't have that kind of ether. It would be like a Teral. Okay, wait, what did he say? A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Aaronville said it's an anomaly. Unless the animals here are able to sense ether, that shouldn't be a normal animal. Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast, a predator perhaps given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken off its tail. Damn! By something with very large fangs. It couldn't be a what? A Turuhetsu. Turuhetsu. Ronak Reaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. What the hell? Ronik can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turuhetsu. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. What about the light of God itself? A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They refer to animals as fauna here. They usually roam the wilds to the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and it's packed both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronik's consternation is clear. As is our next move, we must drive this Reaver away. They might return to their grazing lands in peace. Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Excuse me. This sprite's really good, but it's also very strong. Alright, this is where Kawan's gonna get his sniper rifle. I need to piss first though, so I'll be right back. Well, I was just in the bathroom, so if you were right behind me then, that kind of makes you a little gay, don't you think? Anyways, hello, Dominus. The Ronik Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. It won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others are turning from across the point of spot it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. Your progress to the upcoming battle will be seen at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again for the most recent of these. 7:30! I'm not running. I'm not doing the Alliance raid today. 7:30? You're insane! I'm 693! They expect me to have best in slot gear for the MSQ? Damn!
Help! Help!
is coming this way!
Turahetsu. Okay. That's how you pronounce it. Are we cooked? Where are Fenker and Ryanje when we need them, bro? I'm not a tank.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
Have I been pronouncing it this whole time? It's Ronek?
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
I didn't see you at all, Anomalous. I was in the bathroom.
After they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
What is Aaronville coming with us for? He doesn't fight things. Regardless,
we must protect the Ronek.
I'm gonna dance partner Kawana.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Oh, why I ask for a tank? Wukomat's a warrior. What we need is a healer. Aaronville. Maybe. Just saying. All I'm saying is that Sage Aaronville would go hard.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Where's the two heads up? I feel like we should be worrying about the monster that's coming to hunt them first.
That herd should be all right. Let's look for stragglers.
Dude, Kawana's about to have the gat on him, bro. I'm fucking ready.
The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
I used my pill. That was my pill alarm.
There must be something up ahead. Come!
Birds. Oh, deer!
There.
Get your shit out!
For the likes of us.
Why were there a bunch of birds bullying the Ronik? What the hell is that? Where's Aaronville? Oh, okay, there he is. Aaronville, get away from them! You're just standing there like they're not gonna cook you if we fail. I've seen you run, boy. You are not anywhere near as fast. Wait, they locked off. I can focus on more than one. I hope. Oh! I'm gonna leave that to Wukamai. I know Adam is proud as shit right now watching Mukuma cook up. Alpha alligator. Alligator.
All or nothing day.
Bro, it's never that serious, Koana. Okay, well, for this situation, it is that serious, but that was like ether bullets, dog. Some gunbreaker shit. Is this what it's like for Blake?
It seems that did the trick.
For the father, at least. But where's...
What's a cook, Aaronville? Ah!
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
There! That one there!
Yeah, that's not doing nothing.
Not so fast!
Damn! Broke his glasses. I bet. Let me get out the 50 cal.
Should it cost me my life? I will save the Hetzel!
That didn't do nothing.
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
Look, come on. If you couldn't dent it, what makes you think the three of us have a chance together?
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
Is Quantum's health any lower? Alright.
You find the power freezing is not without resolve.
Hard as fuck. It's a cold ass line.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
Yeah, we're not doing shit to this thing. I did my opener and everything.
I need some time to think, will you? It must have a weakness, and I will find it.
Look at your health.
Keep it busy. I need time.
Come on, look at all this shit you have.
Right! Open the legs! just have to keep it pinned.
Damn!
In corner!
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
The point of greatest density.
I've got it!
Damn! Yes, sir!
Piercing round to the chest and... You're done for!
Woo!
That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Nothing stopping us now!
I was gonna say earlier, we just need a piercing round. That's why I'm gonna bring out the 50 cal.
Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. Stack up, team. Koana.
We must disperse that ether ere the river recovers it!
This is going to hurt.
I wish Dancer did 10 stacks of damage. Look at that. Handled.
We did it. XIV, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
I love Ukamat's smile.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetzo.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty.
Come on up, please fix your glasses.
The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one, and it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeniheta, a camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeniheta. That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran, and as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone.
Are we ever gonna meet them? please?
And now that I am done, servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Because it wasn't confirmed they're dead. It was just said they disappeared. So I'm just saying. What if? To know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them we also avenge my parents? It is the least I owe to them after all this time. Daria, I thank you for standing by me, as Dawn's servant says, the often perfect man beneath that mantle. Now, let us turn our attention to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronic straying from their favored grazing. I have obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of making pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than the traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Let's return to Shalani Station and begin work on it then. Well, Alika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Is that Ness? Is that Ness? Fucking sick. You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it. So the Ronique were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are, and Valquan is not too bad himself with his whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have to train the tracks before you know it. Gladly. My tailbone hurts.
We're ready to go.
Whoa! She looks as good as new!
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliyola. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Choctaral Railroad is back in service.
Alright. Now everyone will be able to come and go from the dome as they please. I can't wait to spread the word in Alexandria. I expect, though with the Reaver gone, the Ronique will gladly return to their old habits. They won't see so many approaching the tracks. It is good to see that the whistle will be effective in the meantime, however. With that, I believe our work here is done. The fine people of Zoctadal Railing can take it from here. The folks at Valkawana brought in to help rebuild the railroad have already returned home, but I hope we can give them a ride someday. For a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again, but now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shalani and then the continent. Watch out, Zoctadal, here we come. I share the sentiment, but we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today, I'm not going to notice. Once more, I thank you. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamati. What now? It won't be as I once envisioned, but perhaps someday we can take that train journey to Yassilani together. Crossroads. Why is she so angry? If everyone to stand still, Wukoma is ready to race back to Alexandria. Last quest of the patch. Well, it's possible that Shell's made some headway by now, and regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shell, what do you have her working on? So, Goluja's mother. While I was doing other stuff downstairs, while that whole railroad thing was happening, I came to a conclusion. I'm gonna just let this stream be it, and I'm gonna do the Alliance raid in a different stream, which will probably be later today. Depends on the eye level, but I'm not gonna do it now. So, I feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kavkiwa we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I didn't search for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, is that a teeny tiny Kavkiwa? What? No! It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer. I thought it was as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say, for what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's aught I can do for the people there. Much change though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. I think I'm starting to very slowly get used to Erenville's new outfit. So, I've seen a lot of people talking about how from 8.0 onward, the main villain's probably going to be Ultima. We fought Ultima as the final boss in the Rabanaster Stormblood Alliance raid quest line. And, mind you, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy Tactics, so strictly off of my knowledge bias, I would much prefer if it was Preservation, or it could be both. Two things can be true at once. Who's to say Ultima can't be a villain and then Preservation is the overarching threat? More than one thing can happen in a story. Good, evil, other. You must be exhausted. Shall I nip out for an energy tonic, please? So Zoraja is conducting secret research in Uruwata. I have some memories of the place from my childhood. Really? Glad you're back. We wouldn't keep Galulja here waiting any longer than necessary. Erenville is wearing his kefila. That makes me happy. Galulja's so cute, bro. I'm so sad. Looks like we arrived at a good time. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale has nearly finished processing the data. She will be able to share her findings with us imminently. Hi, Ashtola! I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Ashtola? What brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Skykeep's notes for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. Ow! While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we finish here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. So 7.2, we're probably gonna go to living memory with Ishtola.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Teishul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
My name is Teishul Jah, and I've decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a chirurgeon with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tulyolal. I had hoped hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path, a path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today, it should have been today. A new beginning, what I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka's shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi. Father and Mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, that was a lot. So, wait. Wow, okay. So, Tishalja had this, like, super unhealthy obsession with Zeral. And I'm going to assume she took some of his DNA, mixed it with hers, and used that to make Golulja. Either that, or she forced herself onto him. Which, oh my goodness. What a mess, right, Geode? What a mess! If the dome had not appeared, Tishalja's tale would have been very different. Whether or not she would have been happier, I cannot say. You may find it hard to believe, but to the right succession, Zaralja was a good brother to me, always. I thought that Papa was the best father anyone could ask for. I don't want to think the time we spent together as a family was a lie, but by the same token, the bitterness my brother harbored was all too real. Tishalja left written records as well. I'll compile them for Golulja. Perhaps something in them will be a comfort. It's okay. I wanted to know more about my parents, and now I do. I don't regret it. I have Lamati, Kawana, and you, Daria. I'm not lonely now. No matter how brave a face Golulja puts on, I expect it will take him time to come to terms with this. He's a strong one, though. You don't worry too much. Why somebody leave such a record, you ask? I cannot be certain, but I believe Tishalja would simply wanted someone to know how she felt, to understand. It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish that he didn't have to be. Golulja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows and leaves dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you. Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you're brave enough to listen, Golulja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I am ready to head to living memory when you are. I am planning to be thorough, so we'll need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. What now? One wouldn't know it to look at them. Shale and Ishtal are birds of a feather, an incredibly restless feather. I'll stick around for a while. Let me know if you need me. Is Shale going to be alright out there? The whole time she was working on the data, I never saw her take a break. With the railroad ready, I'd like to get some idea of how many returnees you can expect before heading back to Loyola. The twins have yet to return. I hope everything is alright. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back, yet the reaction's been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon. What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliyola were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, you need to speak with the people themselves. Let's start at Lane 9. Damn. That was a lot. Tishalja was a freak, but like, not like a weird freak, she was just lonely. She wasn't, Tishalja wasn't a freak like how Edda was a freak. Tishalja was a freak like how Emmett Selch was a freak. But if the term freak applies or not at all depends on the person, I believe. She was pretty much stalking Zoraal, so I'm going to say she was the smallest bit of a freak. That being said, it's not like she was really like trying anything. She's not like a bad person. It's just the way she went about it was very uncouched, so to speak. There may still be gathering. There may still be people gathering in Practice Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
What did the twins do while we were away, bruh? This is why we can't leave them alone.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Wait, okay, so it was just a guy and then lightning struck him and he died?
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What? 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 Did they what?
What?
Did they like rebuild her?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really
I don't like this! I don't like this! I don't like this! I don't like this!
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
The Sphene we killed was a simulacrum. Who's to say they didn't clone her?
You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What?
What are you talking about?
What is happening? Wait, hold on. Did they just forget that she ever died, and now they're just treating her as if it never happened?
Sphene is
dead. You officiated the funeral yourself.
What the fuck is going on?
We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral?
What?
For Her Majesty?
How does it? The regulator!
What a curious jest.
And nothing came above it!
You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Okay, we're not crazy because we see her too and they see it. So it's not us. She's just here.
Okay,
look, wait, no, stop,
Majesty,
wait, no,
won't you
stop.
free us from these terrible memories of the departed?
I understand the concept that they just forgot she died and are treating it like it never happened, because sure, Sphene was a simulacrum. Their regulators are acting on a different basis now that she's gone. They more than likely, and she wasn't sent to the clouds, she just died. So them remembering her should be a different situation. More than likely, this is just like the people of Alexandria collectively forgetting this like she ever went. My question is, how can we see her? If the people of Alexandria collectively forgot that she died, fine, whatever. That's a regulator issue. But the fact that she's here, like physically speaking, and we can all see her? Did they clone her?
This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort.
Is she gonna remember us?
You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless.
Oh no!
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like.
Do the people of 14's world not know how the soul works? We were taught this as early as post-ARR. Minfilia goes on like a 5-minute long tangent about how when someone in this world dies, their soul is taken into the life stream, it's cleared of all their memories, and then it goes back up into the living world as a new person. Minfilia tells us this bar none. It's literally just reincarnation. Do these people not know that?
Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone.
Oh, my head hurts.
But some of you received Neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not?
Come again, Neo-regulators?
And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all.
Is that why the fucking... Is that why the raid gear is called Neo?
One day soon, those with Neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
Are there more than 5,000 people living in Solution 9? That's a problem.
You Victral!
Damn! Mukamat, chill! We can just talk about this as a team.
Would never be content to save only some of her people.
No, look.
Who are you?
This is a different situation. Well, is it? Who is that?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
I don't like this! Guys? Team! team! The real Sophie would never be content with only saving some of her people. She would save every single one of them. I'm beginning to...
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down. And then we'll talk.
I'm beginning to question if any of this is even real. All the looks we were being given, the screen glitching out. Is any of this even real? Are we just tripping? Were we in the sun of Shaloni for too long? I'm scared. Oh dear, your stole is dead. Your stole is dead. They're in living memory. Your stole is dead. Something's going to happen in living... I told you. I was telling Michael, a friend of mine who's been in some of my videos. I was talking to Michael, very dear friend of mine. I was telling him this is not the end of living memory. They're going to do something with this place later on. We're going to have a reason to go back to it. They're not just going to leave it as an empty husk. I was telling Michael last week they're going to do something with living memory. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about the irregulars is received with utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene. She would have been destroyed when the Mesa terminal shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be the beloved queen, 'tis no surprise that they would choose to believe she's alive. But how don't they remember the funeral? What is troubling, however, is the denial that the funeral was held in her honor. 'Tis as if their memories have been erased. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart as to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. I agree wholeheartedly. We should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. And that's the patch. Meanwhile, in living memory.
Where am I? My people, are they safe? Why am I...
Okay. So, here is my guess. That, in living memory, was the original Sphene from 1,000 years ago who led the original Alexandria. That's what I believe. That was the original human Sphene in a living memory with Y'shtola and Shale. As for the Sphene out here, that is someone pretending to be her. More than likely a new character. I pity Y'shtola was not present for Sphene's return. A cursory glance at the imposter's ether would have doubtless been enough to confirm our suspicions beyond a doubt. Shale said she left this machine running to process more of the data from the fuel station. Is it done yet? Though we have too little information to draw any useful conclusions as yet, I dare say the Queen of Reason's behavior henceforth will be illuminating. No neo-regulators. Heard the idea came from the citizenry, but something doesn't sit right. We'll look into this. Okay. Wow, a lot. So, here's the plan now. I'm going to end the stream, chill for a bit, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do the Alliance raid in a separate stream. So hopefully be today. I'll check the item level requirement. If I have to run some stuff, then I will, but for now, we're just going to chill. Thank you all for joining me. What a patch, that was sick. This is March609 Flash Cube signing off. I really liked this. This is really good, especially the stuff in Shaloni. That stuff was great. New Sphene mystery, stuff about preservation potentially.